All right, what up, YouTube? This is No Cap, No Filter. I'm your host, Marlon G, back at you on another episode of Run It With You. And today we're going to run about this clip I came across with Rich Paul. Y'all all know Rich Paul. He's LeBron manager, I believe, childhood best friend, I believe. And, he's talking about the athletes saying they're going broke and things of that nature. And he even says athletes that's making $200 million can't afford to waste money. So let's go ahead on and see what Rich Paul talking about, man. I haven't seen this clip. We're gonna react to it together. And it's just crazy how we still having the same conversation about athletes and how they spending their money.
Athletes, they live a tough life. It looks great, but when you think about all they endure and the pull down, I always tell my family, let me be your back line of defense. Don't allow yourself to think that what's mine is yours. But if I'm your back line of defense, then we can really stay afloat. For athletes, we all have survivor's remorse, right? We all have that feeling that we feel obligated. And like Mr. Bridgman said, I got guys 22 making $200 million over the next 4 or 5 years. I got several of those guys, right? And
By the way,
but the reality of it is, I'm constantly telling them that's not a lot of money based upon where you're starting, because you're starting from zero, right? So how do we understand how to compound that? Because they're done at 33. Everyone's not going to be play to their 40.
Yeah, man, he right. You starting at zero. You getting all this access to all this money when you were 22 years old. Probably never had a job before because all you were doing was focusing on football, focusing on studying with your books and stuff in college and trying to make the good grades, and you was getting NLI deals. You were just blowing that, spending that on family and stuff. So when you get this big old contract, you don't know how to handle money. Like people can make money, but they don't know how to handle money. They don't know how to park money. They don't know how to invest money. They don't know how to use money as a tool. Like they don't really have this financial literacy. So, when you just come into a large amount of money, it could be very, very easy to go broke within the next 5 to 10 years. Ask the people who won a lottery. I'm talking about $100 million, $50 million, and after a amount of time, go broke. Men go broke over lust, drugs, women, gambling, looking out for everybody, and it's the same cycle repeat itself. So he's absolutely right, man. It might seem like a lot, and then you got to think about the state that they're in, taking the taxes out. You got to think about uh the divorce rates when they do get divorced. One of the biggest transfers of wealth when these athletes get divorced, they get out the league for about 5 years, and now they got to live with their wife and get to know their wife actually now, and things don't work out. She's incentivized to just get the divorce and take half the money, and that right there be the downturn right there to what's going to come.
Done it when they're 33. That money's taxed. They're paying a 55, 51% tax. Not to mention jeans today, the ones they want that they're buying in excess, which they probably don't really need, that cost $2,000. It's not the same. His jeans cost $25. The difference. And so it's all relative. No athlete can afford to fly private all the time. Yet we see so many athletes on their Instagram flying private. I fly Delta. I cannot afford to fly private. And that's okay with me. You know what? And I'll sit in the Comfort Plus as well.
Comfort Plus?
Yeah, because I'm just trying to get where I'm trying to go to make the money. I'm not trying to spend the money. I'm trying to get there, And the times I do fly private, you will never see it on Instagram because it's not for show. And so I think that, again, it's just this mentality. You have to value infrastructure in any business, in anything, whether that's a family infrastructure, whether it's a business infrastructure. You have to have that. You can't scale without the infrastructure.
Dog, one thing about it, dog, I know I'm kind of a minimalist, dog. I can have a lot of money, but at the same time, I could drive a regular car. I can have a lot of money, but I don't need the latest phone. Like, I don't need to fly first class. I don't need to fly private. Even if I was making Rich Paul money, and Rich Paul is a very, very rich man. And he say he flying to the money to go make the money. He ain't trying to spend the money. And a lot of people now, they want to use social media to flex. Some people get on social media and use social media to, some people go do an activity they don't necessarily want to do, but they just want to do it just to flex on social media for the aesthetic of their page. Certain people want to book the private jet, the first class, just to take a picture on social media to impress people that don't even care about them like that. They only care about what they could do for them. Just like Will Smith said a long time ago, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. He said something along the lines of black people spend a lot of money that they don't have to impress people that they don't even like. And I think that's just epidemic in our community. You know, like the designers, the chrome hearts, like all these jeans and stuff, these Amiris, like Goyard bags, these spending money on all this Louis Vuitton, spending money on all this Chanel bags, Birkins, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff adds up and costs. The best thing to do is be a minimalist. The best thing to do, live under your means. The best thing to do is get you a good girl, get you a wife that's going to actually be able to save you money. You know, don't get a lot of these little Instagram models that's going to run through your pockets. She going to run through your pocket. You're going to get tired of her. She going to get tired of you. You're going to find the next girl. It's going to be the same repeat cycle. Now, by all means, if you're a single man, have your fun, but be smart. Be smart. Like, I'm just like Rich Paul. Like, I'm just trying to fly to get to the money. I don't. This is just a travel. You know what I'm saying? Now, depending on how big I am, how famous I am, okay, I might do fly private sometimes. I might do fly first class sometimes. You know, because I just want to be left alone. I don't like to be talking to people like that. So it's basically for my convenience like that, but it's not a status or a flex thing. Well, it's kind of a status thing in the sense, but it's not a flex thing. You know, like Rich Paul, he can fly plus, but LeBron just have people in his face all the time. So I'm pretty sure LeBron flies first class, you know. And he try to do something to be incognito, or sometimes he probably fly private. But at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, bro, we just got to watch our spending. You know, sometimes you could just save your money so the money could save you. You know, like a lot of people say saving ain't good, but the most money I ever had is when I was saving the most. That's my experience, you know. And it's crazy because I went broke trying to invest. So sometimes the saving is not a bad thing. Saving could be better than sometimes investment. Sometimes saving can be, well, for sure, saving can be better than just going crazy spending, you know, unnecessary spending. But I don't know what y'all think down in the comment section. Y'all feeling what Rich Paul is saying? Let me know down in the comment section. Have you ever had to humble yourself and have to start all over from just blowing a bag, you know, from just trying to flex or just living above your means, you know, just simply living above your means? If you make $500,000 a year, don't live in $1 million neighborhood. Don't live in a $500,000 neighborhood. Live in $100,000 neighborhood. If you're making $100,000 a year, live in the $75,000 neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Just live under your means and you'll be okay. But let me know if y'all had any experiences with this. If y'all knew somebody close to you that had an experience with this, let me know down in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed yet, what you waiting on? Until next time, I'm out.